Top Mount Dock, you can have a great look at Darcy Island, one of our favorite local paddle destinations.
From 1894 to 1924, Darcy Island was used as a leper colony. In total, 49 Chinese immigrants were sent there to live out their days. For 33 years, they were quarantined to an 84-hectare island where they lived in substandard conditions. The city of Victoria built 6 shacks for them to live in, and they then built a garden and would collect water from the center of the island.
Only every 3 months did a supply ship come out to Darcy, bringing food, clothing, opium, and coffins. The dying were expected to bury the dead. In 1924, this leper colony was shut down, and it was moved to Bentinick Island, over by Race Rocks in the Strait of Wanatuka.
In the year 2000, Mayor Alan Lowe put a plaque out there to commemorate those who died on Darcy.
In 1961, Darcy Island was declared a marine park. In 2003, it became a national park. With 7 wilderness campsites, picnic tables, and a pit toilet, it's perfect for the weekend paddler. Just landed on Darcy Island. Took us about an hour, 20 minutes to get over here. Weather's not really ideal today. When we first got to Island View Beach, it was blowing about 25 knots from the southeast. It's blowing about 15 knots now. It was about 2 to 3 foot chop on our way over. But we're gonna make the best of it. Catherine's right behind me. We're gonna load her on the beach and then we'll start making camp. So just unloaded our boats. We chose our campsite, and you gotta be pretty picky on your campsite, especially when you're the only person on the island. And we chose campsite number 10, which is as far away from everything as possible, as well as it has a great spot for us to set up a tarp, as I do believe it probably will rain tonight. So here we are. Campsite number 10. Nice picnic table, raised tent platform, and look at the view. So we're a little sheltered on this side. If it turns to a southeast wind, we might be in trouble, but it's supposed to call for southwest winds tonight, so we should be pretty good. This is Hughes Pass between Darcy Island and Sydney Island. We were just watching a little river otter playing that tidal rip. This is a great spot to practice gliding in your kayak. You can glide right over to Little Darcy and then just glide back to Darcy. What do you think life was like on Darcy Island back in 1891?
Well, they didn't have merino wool.
No, they definitely didn't have merino wool.
Gloves,
yeah.
red wine, and video cameras for that matter.
Yeah.
So I imagine it wasn't that much fun.
Harrow Strait, wind southwest 5 to 15 knots, rising to 15 to 20 this evening, then easing to light overnight. Showers, outlook, winds light to moderate southwesterly.
Tonight we're having parmarosa, fresh vegetables. Here we have some chorizo sausage, some oyster mushroom, snap peas, shallots, red pepper, and tomato. We will add that to the parmarosa sauce mix that we're slowly simmering on the stove at the same time of boiling the pasta. I'm just adding the vegetables first so they can boil up and soften. And then we'll add the chorizo last.
Oh, we're boiling over here, baby.
Parmarosa rotini with shaved parmigiana, chorizo sausage, snap peas, red pepper, shallot,
Pork. And bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Oh, chorizo sausage, my favorite.
You know, again.
3, uno. Oh.
I win.
You do win.
Good sport. Take a 4 and change the color to red and uno again. What are you gonna do when I have uno
and it's
I want
red?
it red? Hopefully you have to pick up something in red, because otherwise it's game over.
I got nothing.
And that was a
Look at that. Nothing.
Who is the loser?
I guess I'm the loser.
What's for breakfast, Brad?
Egg scramble a la Darcy. That's what we're having this morning.
Avec tater tot, fresh cooked bacon, little fruit, coffee, and tea. Delish.
Yeah. This is the site of the original cabin on Darcy Island. It is a very sad story, just like the sign says. What happened is right beside us here, there's 2 mounds, 2 burial mounds. The one person who was left on the island after these 2 died was so weak himself that he could literally just drag the bodies out of the cabin and bury them right in front of the cabin here. After that, he was left on the island all by himself for 15 months. When it was his time to go, he just lit the cabin on fire. It is a very sad story.
We've just come half an hour across Darcy Island to the west side. We're sitting here on the foundation of the caretaker's cabin, and behind us we see some remnants of the other 6 cabins that were built by the City of Victoria. There's the garden and the rock wall around it, and here we notice for the last 100 years people have been coming to the island and writing their names and their grad year on the walls. We've heard that people experienced intense feelings of sorrow and grief while camping here on Darcy. Brad and I have been here at least 8 times and never felt any negative presence whatsoever. And with the sun coming through the trees right now and beautiful flat calm seas, we look forward to a great paddle back to Island View Beach.
What you doing, Kath?
I'm paying for our campsite here. $10, $5 each. We only stayed 1 night.
It's a pretty good deal for oceanfront, eh?
Excellent deal.
And there we go. We're paid up.
Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.